Today we're talking about resistance to change, which is an important variable when undergoing change initiatives or acclimating to changes in one's environment or circumstances. When dealing with or managing change, it's important to reveal the reasons for resistance to said change. It's effective to reveal the resistance, but not necessarily work to overcome the resistance. Instead, as part of your change management strategy, simply acknowledge the reasons for resistance. People need to know that others see and hear them. Once we acknowledge the reasons for people resisting change, the reasons for resistance become far less powerful. I'm covering 7 potential reasons for resistance to change. Understand that you may not experience all these forms of resistance, but you'll certainly encounter some of them in any organization and in any set of circumstances. Reason number 1, it's not small change to someone else, to their routine, to their work, to their environment. It likely has a significant impact on them and their work and lives. So, in the case of the skydiver, one small change is one giant change. Okay, there's a small change. Red bag has the sandwiches. Green bag is your parachute. And note that the skydiver is wearing the red bag, which now has the sandwiches. Oops. Second, people really don't understand the change and how to implement it, and they don't want to ask for help or an explanation. It's embarrassing, much like a student in a math class that doesn't understand how to work a math problem but doesn't want to ask the teacher to review the material again because they think everyone else in the class already understands how to solve the problem. Reason number 3. People aren't comfortable with their ability to do the job well in the new way, the changed way, so they don't even want to try and/or they don't try. Potential reason number 4. In some instances, it becomes evident to people when the leadership of their organization isn't on board or aligned or in agreement with the change. So if that's the case, nobody else is going to take the risk to make the change that the leadership isn't truly supporting. Number 5, people aren't being included in the decision making, so they try to maintain control. Think of a toddler that doesn't want to cooperate because they're being told they have to do something, but they don't understand why and nobody's giving them options, so they maintain control by not making the change or by not engaging in the behavior their parents desire. People generally want to have input, which typically results in buy-in. Potential reason number 6. People become upset or insulted because a demand for change implies that what they're currently doing and the way they're doing it isn't good enough. Think of a safety manager going to a construction site and telling workers they have to change the way they've been doing something for 20 years because it's not safe. Most workers, at least initially, will not respond well to this. And finally, the 7th potential reason for resistance to change, the status quo bias. People generally prefer things to stay as they are. They're satisfied with the status quo. So there you have them, 7 potential reasons for resistance to change. Again, it's important to acknowledge and even briefly talk about reasons for resistance, but it's not necessary to focus a great deal on overcoming them to effect change successfully.